KAVU 25 News Now at 10.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Amaya Norman. At least 11 people were injured in a stabbing Saturday at Walmart in Traverse City, Michigan. The Michigan State Police say a suspect is in custody, that the act appeared to be random and that the victims were not predetermined. The victims are being treated for stab wounds at a local medical center. 6 are in critical condition and 5 are in serious condition. The incident started near the checkout area. The suspect, a Michigan resident, was captured 3 minutes thanks to citizens' involvement. And a deadly crash in Lavaca County Friday morning has left 2 people dead and shut down a major highway during early morning traffic. The crash happened just after 6:15 a.m. on U.S. Highway 90, about 3 miles east of Hallettsville. Authorities say 55-year-old Gregory James Dartes was driving along the highway when another vehicle crossed into his lane. The 2 vehicles collided head-on, hitting front left side. Dartes was a vehicle that ran off the road and rolled over. He was pronounced dead at the scene. The second driver, who was born in 2009, also died in the crash. At this time, authorities have not released the name of the younger driver, and the cause of this crash remains under investigation. And a piece of Victoria rich Black history came back to life this weekend as former students F.W. Gross High School gathered to celebrate their legacy. Former students of F.W. Gross High School came together to share memories, laughter, and good food, and reflect on the road they've walked. Not just as a classmate, but as African Americans who overcame barriers through strength and education. The school, originally known as the Victoria Colored School, was officially renamed as F.W. Gross High School on January 2nd of 1936. For decades, it served as the only school in Victoria for Black students during segregation. Each year, alumni hold a reunion not only to reconnect, but to honor the legacy of those who have paved the way for future generations.
Well, it's very important because it marks a transition, really, from an old system into a new system. And fortunately, I was so well prepared by F.W. Gross, I had no difficulties advancing in advanced education.
F.W. Gross closed in the mid-1960s during integration, but the spirit of the school lives on. A prominent bank is about to grow even larger in the Crossroads. 25 News Now reporter Ray Mosley spoke with South Texas Prosperity Bank Chairman John Zaczek to learn more.
Prosperity and American Bank have decided to come to an agreement and merge businesses. With Prosperity Bank being present in 70% of Victoria, Prosperity Bank Chairman John Zaczek says the expanding banks will enhance their presence in the South Texas region.
Us having the 6 locations here in Victoria, soon to be 7, is really critical to that because you want that customer service to be second to none.
This merging deal will equal to $321.5 million. With this deal, American Bank will keep its employees and they'll work alongside Prosperity Bank to focus on relationship banking.
It's not just about the transaction. We don't just want your mortgage loan, or we don't just want your car loan or to finance your business. We want you to have a relationship with the bank.
Prosperity Bank currently operates 283 full-service banking locations in Texas. It's already the largest agricultural bank in the state. This merger will make Prosperity Bank one of the top 5 banks in Texas. Ray Mosley, KAVU TV, 25 News Now.
As temperatures rise across the Crossroads, so do encounters with unexpected wildlife, including alligators. It was just another morning run until our meteorologist Jacob Lozano spotted an unusual sight crossing West Red River Street, an alligator making its way through the area. A month ago, Victoria County Animal Services recovered a 5-foot gator along Zacklands Parkway. one of the largest the department has dealt with this year. It's no surprise to locals, especially with warning signs posted around parks in the area, including one on West Red River Street, reminding visitors to be aware of alligators. With the heat turning up this summer, it's not uncommon for gators to become more active, often looking for water or a shady spot to cool off. So if you're out enjoying the park or trails, be cautious. Don't approach the alligators. Don't feed it. And if you see one, the safe move is to turn around and give it space. For dangerous animals sighting, you can contact Victoria County Animal Service. Now let's go to the man who found the alligator, Jacob Lozano, with the first look at our forecast.
I think he was trying to catch me lacking when I was going on that run over there, but I was trying to get ahead of all the rain, so I went on my little run in the morning, and look at that, all the rain decided to show up there right around 11, 12 o'clock. We saw a little bit of lightning in some of those shower activities from the tropical moisture remaining here, but as of right now, not much going on for us here on the radar. Now, rainfall totals anywhere from 1 inch to 2 inches, close to 2.5 inches, but some areas didn't really see much at all. Like I said, it exploded right around the Goliad, north of Victoria, and along the 59 corridor, and some places saw a little bit less than that though. But right now, cloudy skies are what we're seeing over there. I know there's a little dark spot, but those are from the remaining bats that have been flying out of the cave over there. So we're going to continue to watch the radar for tomorrow, because we're going to be watching for some rain chances, and I'll be talking about that on the full weather report. Amaya?
Thank you, Jacob. Now to the arrest in that deadly shooting on the University of New Mexico campus. Here are the latest.
This morning, authorities are trying to determine a possible motive behind that deadly shooting at a University of New Mexico student housing complex.
This is a tragic incident that has had a deep impact on our entire community.
Police say the suspect, identified as 18-year-old John Fuentes, is now in custody after an hours-long manhunt, placing the entire campus on lockdown.
Rescue 3. Respond to a 27 Bravo 5G gunshot.
Police responding to gunshot calls early Friday morning. Multiple law enforcement agencies quickly arriving on scene, finding a 14-year-old male killed and 19-year-old injured, later rushed to the hospital.
All of a sudden we just heard like shots, like crazy shots. And after that, we peeked over our blinds, and we just see some kids running.
Police say several people were in a student's dorm room playing video games when the suspect, also in that room, allegedly began opening fire, fatally shooting the 14-year-old.
Part of our investigation is to determine why the individuals were there and to get further details of what exactly transpired immediately preceding and following the shooting.
The university president issuing a statement saying the school plans to increase law enforcement around campus, telling the students they are fully committed to your safety and well-being. And even in the face of horror and sadness, the Lobo community remains united and as strong as ever.
Officials say Fuentes is expected to face 1 count of murder along with additional charges. All this as they try to piece together why he allegedly pulled the trigger. Zoreen Shah, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Up to 1.7 million Texans are projected to lose their health care insurance due to changes in the Affordable Care Act marketplace under the Republican tax and spending mega bill. To read this full Texas Tribune article, visit our website at crossroadstoday.com. And that will lead us to your viewer poll this afternoon. Are you concerned about Texas losing health care coverage under ACA changes? And so far that is in the lead at 69% is yes, and at 26% is no. This is an important matter to talk about and to discuss, but we would still love to hear from you. Just go over to our website at crossroadstoday.com/vote, or you can scan that QR code right there on your screen to take part. And thank you for participating in your viewer poll for today. For more on today's news story, come to crossroadstoday.com. Don't forget to submit your birthday wishes. Carolina Strain and Parker Cox will read them live on 25 News Now Sunrise. You can also submit a local military hero so we can recognize them. President Trump touches down in Scotland, a weekend of golf, business, and what could be behind his overseas visit. Coming up.
And the cloud cover is re-establishing itself here for the nighttime. We're going to be talking about rain chances, plus temperatures will be increasing, and we'll be talking about that coming up in the full weather report.
President Trump is spending some time across the pond this weekend. He's in Scotland for a few days, a mix of personal business, golf, and trade talks. ABC's Olivia Rubin is with how the issue with the president facing and what he plans to accomplish.
President Trump in Scotland for a 4-day trip, which the White House describes as a working visit. Some ethics experts, though, have raised concerns that the president may be exposing himself to potential conflicts of interest, visiting 2 of his family's golf courses that's opening a 3rd. Hundreds of demonstrators gathering outside the U.S. consulate in Edinburgh to protest the visit.
Donald Trump shouldn't be here in Scotland. He's a convicted felon.
There, the president plans to meet with the president of the European Commission to discuss trade.
We'll be working on a deal. We'll see if we make a deal. Ursula will be here, highly respected woman. So we look forward to that. That'll be good.
President Trump's August 1st deadline for the EU and other countries to reach a deal is just days away, and it remains unclear if he'll offer another extension. On Monday, he'll speak with British Prime Minister Keir Starmer. The United States signed a trade deal with the UK last month at the G7 summit in Canada. The trip also comes as the president facing questions over his administration's handling of the Jeffrey Epstein files and calls from some of his own supporters for more transparency. Olivia Rubin, ABC News, New York.
Now, Americans in Boston and Washington, D.C. participate in the Family First protest today. It's a part of a national day of action to speak out against the Trump administration policy that harms children, seniors, and families. That includes cuts to essential programs like Medicaid, FEMA, food stamps, school lunches, which Families First say were done to give tax giveaways to billionaires. Today's protest in Boston was held in partnership with the Service Employees International Union. And adults of all ages and children were seen at the Family First event in D.C. A top State Department official who was fired as speechwriter during President Donald Trump's first term is taking on a new job. Darren Beattie will now serve as the acting president of the U.S. Institute of Peace while continuing in his current role at the State Department. The U.S. Institute of Peace is not a federal agency within the executive branch. It was created by Congress as a nonpartisan, independent body. Beattie's appointment comes as the Trump administration continues its efforts to dismantle the agency aimed a broader effort to reshape the federal government. In 2018, Beattie lost his speech writing job after it was revealed he spoke at a conference attended by white nationalists. And millions of Americans are dealing with dangerous heat and humidity this weekend. Much of the East Coast is seeing temperatures well into the 90s with feels like temperatures in the triple digits. While the East Coast grapples with crippling heat, many parts of the Midwest are dealing with heavy downpours and flash flooding. Jen Sullivan is tracking the extreme weather sweeping the country.
Heavy rains triggering flash flooding in parts of the Midwest. Drivers stranded Friday in several inches of water in Chicago. Owners of this gas station in Kansas City wading in water nearly up to their waists.
There was a few cars in the water already, people walking. I was worried about people in the cars.
The strong storms toppling trees. This one landing on a home, puncturing a hole in the roof.
That tree hit and shook the whole house. We saw water running in our ceiling.
Many of these areas already saturated by rain could see more heavy downpours Saturday, with the greatest threat in the upper Midwest. Meanwhile, more than 80 million people are under a major heat risk this weekend, with temperatures up to 10 degrees higher for this time of year. The feels-like temperatures reaching the triple digits in some areas.
These dots indicate the areas that are dealing with their hottest summer to date on record.
For some areas, the blistering heat continues into next week. I'm Jen Sullivan reporting.
NASA SpaceX crews 11 arrived Saturday at Kennedy Space Center in Florida. The 4-person team is getting ready to fly to the International Space Station on a SpaceX Dragon spacecraft named Endeavour. While in space, they will do science experiments, test new technology, and help with station repairs. The crew will also practice moon landing missions to support NASA's Artemis programs, and the launch could happen as early as next Thursday. Experience our digital streaming service, Crossroads Today Plus. Stream our daily newscasts and much more using your connected TV. Just download Crossroads Today Plus on your Roku, Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, or Android TV. Search Crossroads Today Plus.
And there's that heat dome that's been causing a lot of issues there with the heat-related stuff going on in the southeast. But we're going to be watching it expand towards us. But I'll be talking about that coming up after the break. Well, the shower activity is not over yet for us here in the Crossroads. That's right. We're going to be seeing some more showers here for the tomorrow time frame here. So here's at 3 a.m. We may see a little light shower here in the morning time, but relatively that cloud cover is going to be pretty dominant here over the nighttime. But it's going to get more of a partly cloudy skies here as we get through the morning time. And once that shower activity builds up from the daytime heating, we'll continue to see a little bit more cloud cover associated with that. So there's the line of showers from the daytime heating coming off the Gulf. May see a little couple showers here right around noon, 1 p.m. time frame. But by the time we get towards that cooling time frame of 5, 6 o'clock, those will start to diminish here. And well, going to be keeping the cloud cover as well through Sunday night. But we're going to start to see some clearing get to pick up here, as well as maybe another 20% chance of some shower activity here for Monday here, by especially around the new time for the daytime heating that's going to be building up. But we'll be seeing those same conditions where they die down briefly here, but we're going to be seeing those temperatures really begin to increase here for us. So by 12 a.m. here Sunday, by tonight, we'll start to see not much rain chances going on, but by the time we get to tomorrow here within 24 hours, pockets of inch to maybe 2 inches of rain with certain shower activity. Not everybody's going to see rain. I can't tell you if it's going to rain at your house, but I know for a fact that it's going to be raining somewhere within the I-10, I-37 corridor within the Crossroads. Going to be relatively hit or miss and widely scattered, and we're going to see a continuation of that for the daytime here on Monday. However, that shower activity is going to be diminishing here as we have that big high pressure system that was once looming over us has still positioned itself here over the southeast. We've just got that window right here. You see where that deep pocket of red is meeting this orange. That's a little window for our shower activity, and we're going to see it get cut off here by Sunday afternoon and into Monday, and that's going to start reducing our rain chances. And once that high pressure really begins to build, those temperatures are going to be skyrocketing over us here, as temperatures will be close to near triple digits, because we're also watching a surface high that's going to be shifting our winds a little bit out of the south-southwest. So that'll be bringing in some more drier air over the area, but that high pressure is going to be looming around for quite some time. But if we go towards Thursday and Friday, Start to see this little pocket right here. That's going to be our next opportunity for some rain here later this week. If it continues to hold, depending on what the high pressure does, it may either open up that window or may relatively just stay closed. So we're going to continue to monitor this as the days progress. Now 103 is what it's going to feel like tomorrow. It's going to feel like 105 here Monday. We'll be jumping around 105 to 106 here for the remainder of the work week, but temperatures are going to be jumping up. 91 degrees tomorrow. Scattered showers to thunderstorms here in the afternoon time with south-southeasterly winds at about 12 miles per hour. Same conditions here in Port Lavaca as well as Cuero, where we see those afternoon showers and thunderstorms possible here with possible 1 to 2 inches of spotty areas receiving that. Now, rain chances do go down. Look at that Tuesday and Wednesday, 98, 99, near triple-digit heat, especially with the heat index. We make sure we need to stay cool and hydrated as we go through the week. And then we're watching for some possible shower activity to start off the weekend next week. Now, don't forget to scan the QR code for more news, weather, and sports in Trenton. I'm looking to kind of maybe swim here. Swimming activities. You got any swimming activities going on the sports?
Absolutely. With how hot it's going to be, you're definitely going to want to find a pool. And well, tonight we're highlighting a local swim team that's putting the region on notice. We'll hear from a coach who's helping lead these swimmers after the break. All right, what's up, Crossroads? Our good friend Max Williams last night covered the Victoria Wahoos, a swim team that had some success in regional competition. Now, we've heard from several swimmers who competed in regionals and placed pretty well during that competition. Now we'll hear from a former swimmer who became a coach and is helping these swimmers reach their potential.
Swim, and I love being with the kids and just being able to coach them because I understand what they're going through. We kind of just look at whether they're improving on their times and their technique, and so sometimes they get a little discouraged when they get lower places, but to us it's kind of, as long as they're improving within themselves, that's what matters most to us. So.
Are definitely lucky to have her as a coach, but swimming isn't the only big sport going on in the summer. Baseball is in full swing, and Victoria Northeast is preparing for this season's World Series tournament opener. Representing the Southwest region in the senior division, they'll take on the Central region winners at 11 tomorrow morning. Central earned their spot in the next round with a 9-0 victory over the East region, and East falls to the losers bracket. Now, it won't be an easy battle for your Southwest region winners, but we're wishing them good luck tomorrow. Well, from the Little League to the Texas Collegiate League, the Victoria Generals are currently in a battle with the Baton Rouge Rougarou. Generals were up early on the road with the run in each of the first 3 innings to take a 3-1 lead. Then they scratched across 2 in the top of the 5th to build a 5-1 lead. The Rougarou are the #1 seed for a reason, though, knocking across 3 runs in each of the next 2 innings to take a 2-run lead. Caleb Cotton is having a solid day at the plate with 3 hits and scoring 3 runs. Justin Vosos batted in 4 runs to boost the Generals' scoring output, but Cole Tabor came in clutch to tie the game at 7 apiece in the top of the 9th. So we'll see what happens in the rest of that game. Well, a team having a little bit less success on the diamond are the Houston Astros. They failed to get their get back on the Athletics after Nick Kurtz put the hurts on the Stros. First-time All-Star Hunter Brown took the loss after allowing a run in the first. Brown shut down the A's in the next 4 innings, but Houston's bats never got going with just 4 combined hits in the game. The Stros were within 1 run until the top of the 9th when Lawrence Butler pulled a dagger 3-run homer to ice the game and claim a road series win over the Houston Astros. Now, they get a chance to get at least 1 consolation win tomorrow during a Sunday matinee runaway game at 1:10 p.m. Well, the Rangers fared a little better than their AL West rivals in a game against the Braves. Texas picked up 2 runs each in the 2nd and 3rd innings to take a 4-2 lead early. The Braves responded with a run in the 4th, the 6th, and the 9th to take a lead. Jonah Heim knocked an RBI double in the bottom of the 9th to keep the Rangers' hopes alive and force extra innings. Then in the bottom of the 10th inning, Marcus Semien stepped up with a huge walk-off base hit to win the game. That was after getting hit in the helmet with a pitch earlier in the game. He brushed that off, though, and delivered with a clutch swing to push the Rangers' win streak to 5 games. Well, that's it from sports. Amaya?
Thank you, Trenton. Now coming up, TSA agents get shell-shocked in Miami after finding something unusual stuffed in a traveler's bra. Coming up. Airport security is used to finding odd items, but turtles? In April, TSA agents at the Miami airport were shocked when a woman tried to smuggle 2 turtles in her bra. Sadly, one didn't survive. The other one was turned over to the wildlife officials. TSA says small pets can travel, but check with your airline and don't try to hide them. This isn't the first time. Earlier this year, someone tried to smuggle a turtle in their pants in New Jersey. TSA message: stop hiding animals in weird places.
Yeah, what?
Well, I think the pants is the most weirdest one.
That is
Then to put it in your bra.
Yeah,
I mean, hey.
people can be crazy sometimes.
I feel like if they want to take an animal, they can. If they want to hide it, I would have hide it in a bag.
I guess.
Just leave them home.
Absolutely.
But we're going to be seeing a little bit of shower activity here tomorrow. It'll be starting to dwindle down here by Monday, but temperatures are about to be rising up. 98 and 99 is what we could be seeing here on Wednesday.
Yes, make sure you don't hide any alligators in your purse. But we'll hope to see you back here Sunday for 25 News Now weekends at 5:30. Good night.